It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Let's Bet It. Today, I don't think we've done this yet, Stacks. Have a Sunday show where we knocking out NBA and NFL. Has that?
I don't remember doing it. Not NFL.
Yeah, so we tackling some NBA, some NFL. Man, we got some good looks today. Got some good information, man. It's a lot of shit on the board today. Full NFL slate. Yep, 9 NBA games. The NBA for me ain't been too nice. I don't know if you guys been following me on Twitter. I know I put a couple plays up. The thing is, man, I would feel worse if I didn't like the reads that I had. So Friday, I had Houston -5.5. I thought they would bounce back. They didn't. Lost to Detroit outright. Had the Raptors on the money line. I thought they had a decent shot of winning that game against Milwaukee. That didn't work out. And then I had the Clippers and the I believe it was the Suns under. That was a bigger play for me, and that just went over by about 6 points, I believe. So still working some kinks out in the NBA, but I do like my read. So Stacks, man, how the last couple of days been for you, bro? I know your ass been on fire.
Yeah, the NBA, it's day one was rough. I ain't gonna lie. Day one, I took a bath, and that's when I realized, like, you got to treat. For me, I gotta treat every NBA season differently. A lot of people stick to the same trends as the previous year. For me, I've learned you got to scrap last year. Last year was last year. This year is this year. And one thing we're realizing right now, me and you talked, we was texting, I think the other day. Thanks. Seems like right now, like there's no defense being played. Like, so I feel like trends to the under, get rid of them for right now, earlier in the season. It'll correct itself. But it's early. It's only in the first full week. Like teams got 2-3 games, but I've been on the right side of a lot of things since I've been back on. If we link back up, we started doing these shows again. I'm on a 6-0 streak, so I'm trying to keep it running. I got a couple NBA plays. I got a couple NFL plays, and I also got a puck money spot. Got a little jewel to remind everybody. It's tight end day. Tight end appreciation day, whatever they want to call it in the NFL. So look for that. Like, the veteran quarterbacks, they're going to appreciate their tight ends today.
It's a couple of games. I think the tight ends, especially one of my favorites here in Indianapolis, I think he's going to get a lot of love today, personally.
I'm on it. Warren, I'm on it.
Yeah. We'll get into that, though. We got a lot to talk about, man. So let's go, man. We're going to start with the NFL first because those games start earlier, and then we'll hit the NBA. Giants-Eagles, spread sitting at -7 for the Eagles, total sitting at 44. The Giants blew historical shit yourself moment, blowing that game against Denver last week. I never seen nothing like it. So how do they come back from that? I don't know, but Stacks, I think you got something on this game.
Yeah, I got actually got 2 plays. We when we went to this game, my first official play is I'm on the over. I got over 44. I forget the juice I had, but it was minimal juice, under 110, I want to say. But I got the over. And this is how I look at it. There's a couple reasons that made me guy here, and it didn't take me long to get there. One, we just seen this game a couple weeks ago, and the Giants blew the Eagles out. Now, I think it was a bad spot for the Eagles. This Eagles team, remember that. So I think the whole game, they're going to keep their foot on the gas in a revenge spot. But this Jackson Dart for the Giants, like, he liked that. Like, I followed him in college. Like, I want to say he was in, I forgot the top of my head, I want to say he was in Ole Miss. And like he's gonna be around. So I feel like, and there's a lot of injuries on both sides on the defense. So when you look at it in the revenge spot with the Eagles at home, like it's turn up time for the Eagles. Mitchell's gonna be out. for the Eagles on the back end. So I think they're going to score a lot. Jackson Dart, he going to score. I think this total is way too low. I think it's only low because usually historically division games trend to the under. But I'm not too much of a trend better. I think the Eagles going to keep their foot on the gas. Like Giants blew them out for like 2 weeks ago. Like they won by like 14. So I expect the Eagles to keep their foot on the gas. I expect the Giants to score. And also only because it tight end appreciation day, however they word it, I had to play Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown at plus 163. One thing we know about Jalen Hurts, he's all about his team. Like he gonna do anything about his team appreciation. If there's any quarterback in the league that's gonna appreciate his tight end in a game that I expect a lot of points, and got AJ Brown questionable last I looked before we came on here. I don't know if he's gonna play or not, but whether he plays or not, I like Goddard to get a touchdown plus 163. You got it on tight end day. I wouldn't have played it if it was tight end day, but tight end day, Goddard, Hurts, a lot of points scored. I love that play. I love the over. And I'm also looking at, he's having I haven't gotten there yet, but he's having a rough year for his standards. I'm looking at Saquon Barkley. And I ain't looking over his rush or his touchdown. I'm looking at his longest rush yards over 16 and a half at minus 120. Like, you give me one longest rush for 17 yards against your old team where they just embarrassed you. So I'm probably going to get to the window with that one. I like that play. He ain't really been, like, going crazy, but one big run and 17 yards, one longest run, that's not asking much of Barkley. So that's not official, but I'm probably going to get there. But my official is over 44 and Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown plus 163.
While you was talking, man, I was looking at just the Eagles coming off a bye, New York. Obviously, I wish they would have won that game. To be honest with you, I'd have been all over Philly.
Well, they didn't. I don't think they're coming off a bye. They just beat the. I think didn't they just beat the Vikings last week?
I'm thinking about somebody else. No, I'm thinking
about that. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I might be bugging.
Yeah.
It was last week.
Yeah. I almost like the first quarter in this game for the Eagles.
My heart.
I think they start. I think they're gonna have a game script going, a certain. I like the Giants, don't get me wrong. I like Dart, I like Scatterbo, I like what they doing. The first quarter is minus 1.5 for almost even money for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So I think this is a game where the Eagles, if you think that it's gonna be an over and the Eagles are gonna run it up, why would they not start in the first quarter? You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off of getting blown out by them. The Giants won the first quarter in that last game 13-10. So I think they're gonna stress, trying to start off a little bit quicker against these guys so the Giants weren't able to hang around, because I think after the first quarter, the Giants knew that they could probably hang around, and it stayed tight until it wasn't. You know what I mean? So, man, that first quarter, that's speaking to me. Just to win it by 2 points.
Anything about this Eagles group, I catch a lot of slack, and people think I hate Philly, but I actually love Philly. They're not my neighbors. I'm in Pittsburgh, but we in state, and I go out there. But this Eagles team is petty. Like, they're a petty bunch it's a petty group. And like AJ Brown, like when he don't get his way, he go to TikTok and start crying, like all types of weird stuff. And the Giants been their little brother for so long. So to lose to a rookie running back and a rookie quarterback, like, I know they steaming right now. So your first quarter, I just wrote that down. I'm gonna do some digging after we get off here. I never even crossed my mind, but they're gonna come out hot. Like, it's gonna be pedal to the metal. And I know the Giants, they're gonna fight back. That's why I try to stay. I don't want to lay 7, even though I expect them to blow them out. But Darton's impressed me, so I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to lay 7, but. I don't know, that first quarter, the over, a bunch of points. I like that first quarter look.
Yeah, so you officially on the full
Yeah,
game over 44.
yeah, full game over 44, and Dallas Goedert, tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. In case anybody don't know, plus 163 anytime touchdown.
Bet. I got a strong lean. It's not just a lean; it's a strong lean to that Eagles first quarter minus 1.5. If I do play that, you guys will see it on Twitter. So that's that's why we get on here and talk stuff out, because I wasn't even looking at the Eagles spread, nothing. I didn't have nothing on this game until
And I wasn't looking at the first quarter. I just wrote that down. I'm gonna dig it right as soon as we get off here. I'm gonna look into that.
Now here's a game that I did make a play on in the first quarter, and that's Bills and Panthers. I got the Bills minus 0.5 in the first quarter, so really they just got to win the first quarter by a point, just outright. I looked at the Bills in their first quarters this year, the 6 games that they've played, they've won the first quarter by an average of 2 points. Now, you look at the last game with the Falcons, they're coming off 2 straight losses for one. The Falcons jumped on them early in the first quarter. Their last game, beat them outright. And Bijan Robinson went fucking crazy, bro. Like I bet him last week rushing and receiving yards over. And I meant to ladder it, and I just got busy and forgot. But I did get the initial play in. This motherfucker had like 500 yards last week. Like, so I think, man,
Well, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But
yeah, we lost again.
Yeah, he went crazy at the Bills last game.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet Bijan in that game went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
he cashed in the second quarter. No matter what you played on Bijan, he cashed in the second quarter.
So I just think the Bills, man, and the Panthers aren't any good. I don't think. They got Andy Dalton starting. That's gonna be an adjustment. So I did bet the Bills first quarter minus 0.5 point. I believe I got that on Caesars. Let's see here. Got a comment here. Charles, what's up, bro? So yeah, Bills first quarter minus 0.5 point for me on that one. Like I said, 2 straight losses coming off a bye week. They trying to keep, as crazy as it sounds, they trying to keep pace with the Patriots in the division. So I feel like they gotta start fast.
Don't that sound funny saying out loud?
Right.
The Bills keep trying to keep pace with the Patriots.
It's nasty work, bro.
It is.
Nasty work. Next one up, Dolphins, Falcons. And if you know with Stacks, what he getting ready to play on this one.
Yeah, this was, to me, like, I like picking on teams, and I rarely bet my teams. I bet my team props, but I pick and choose my team. Like, I'm a Falcons fan, Hawks fan, but I'm also not a Falcons better or a Hawks better. I don't. No, they didn't. No. But we just talked about it. I'm on Bijan Robinson for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm on his over rushing and receiving yards. Over, it's high. It's 134.5. I got that at minus 112, 113. Can't read my writing right now. 113, I think it is. And the Dolphins defense is horrible. And back at the crib, and for Bijan's sake, for his standards, last game against San Fran, he didn't really do so good. He had like 40-something rushing yards, 50-something receiving yards. And then now we got Michael Penix. He ain't playing, so we're going back to old Captain Kirk as a backup. So I expect Kirk to have a good game. Like, I know he's in his feelings about being benched and losing the starting position to Penix, but Penix is hurt now. So Kirk Cousins is going to come back in. I look for a lot of screens. I look for Bijan just to everybody go crazy against this Dolphins team. Mm-hmm. Like this Dolphins team, they probably like being a Dolphins fan made me feel better about being a Falcons fan. And I just look at this team; they really do. Like, cause Falcons, it's rough. I'm not laying the 7. Like, I started doing a little double results, and I got Falcons double result, which means you just got to be winning at halftime and win the game. You can't go to overtime. It was juice. It was like minus 175, and I put that in a little parlay with the Buffalo Bills double result, and got like plus 110 maybe a little bit less than that. I didn't write it down. That's not official, but official is, and this is stats play that I posted on Twitter earlier this morning. Bijan Robinson over 134.5 rushing and receiving yards at minus 113. I love this play. That way he get all the yards. He, like the game we just talked about against the Bills, cash in the second quarter. He had like a 70-something yard run, gallop all the way down the sideline. Like, we're going to feed him and feed him and feed him and feed him and feed him. He rarely fumbles. He fumbled against Buffalo, but it didn't count because it was penalty on the defense. But he's just a horse, like, and I say he's top 3 running back in the league already. Coming out of Texas, he's been there a couple of years now. Like, I love this running back. I just think get our defense a little bit better. Like, I feel like we're like 2 years away from being a year away. So I like the direction we're going in. Like, I love Bijan Robinson. Like, I'm getting me a jersey. Like, all aboard.
Like, Bijan, man, I feel like him and Jonathan Taylor is like 1A, 1B. I think Taylor's like a better, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen a ton of Bijan, but I feel like Taylor might be a better, like, in between the tackles, bust through the middle type shit. But I think
Bijan, he does them both. He's a person, like, he's the opposite of, if I had to think of compare, he don't play no more Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell sit back there and dance and look for the hole. Bijan, he's one cut. He hits the hole, whether it's up the middle, outside. Like, he don't dance around. He hits the hole and he lowers his head. And when he gets to the outside, he don't go out of bounds. Like, he welcomes contact, which I tell him, I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, you're a horse, like, but chill out. Like, you go out of bounds every once in a while. You don't gotta welcome all this contact. Like, we need you. Don't be getting hurt. But like, he lowered his head. Like, I don't know. I love everything about it. I was going to stop being a Falcon fan. They didn't draft him because he was on the board.
I think out of the backfield so far, like, I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor. You know, he leads the league in rushing, touchdowns, attempts, all that good stuff. I do think that Robinson, man, out the backfield as a catcher is elite, and I think that's what Steichen is trying to do with JT. He just couldn't do it because he ain't had no quarterback. You know, I mean, the Falcons have at least had serviceable quarterback play. Y'all had Cousins for a little bit. Now Penix is coming. He gonna be a star, I think. But Bijan, man, he that dude, man. Like,
he really is.
He that dude.
I love watching him on Sundays. I love it.
Is the game? Yeah, it's at home. So he at home, man. He gonna be indoors. Man, he about to go crazy.
That's what I love to bet. I'm betting. I don't sign who bets him every day. I like to bet him at home.
Yeah.
Indoors, dome, no weather, makes you even faster. And that's the thing. Be as big as he is, he's fast. When he broke that run against Buffalo, he cooked the defense.
I just was like, what?
People was chasing him, and like, he was creating space. Like,
man, it looked like Madden. Like, I remember, like, on the old Sega on Madden, man, I don't know what the turbo button was, man, but, like, I'm like, bro, like, this nigga just hit, he hit the turbo button, and I'm like, man, this ain't even fair, bro, like, for real.
It's not. He get to the outside, it's over. He gonna stiff arm you, and then
him and Gibbs best backs in the league. You got to put JT up there, man. That's my boy. JT is. If there's an offensive player of the year right now, I'm biased, but I feel like it's got to go to JT.
I don't know. JT's like every 2 touchdowns every game type boy. Like, they're sprinkling for 2 touchdowns every game.
He done had 3 games with 3.
I'm about to say it's like, I want to say with his last 3, he had 3. Mm-hmm. Like, he just, I can't argue with either one of them. It's just like your bias.
I'll take either one of them, for real.
Yeah, just the way your bias with Taylor.
Is the player of the year if they keep this up, for real. So,
but y'all balling though, so right now y'all coach is balling, so it'll probably go to Taylor.
We gonna see this second half of the season, man. We gonna see. But let's hit this next one. So we just did Dolphins, Falcons. All right, so here's one that I got to sneak. Hold on, Yeah, Browns Patriots. Browns coming off a win last week. Patriots, they coming off a win, right? I believe.
Yeah, they beat up on Titans.
Yeah. That game wasn't close. So spread 7.5, total sitting at 40.5. There's a play that I made last week on the Browns when they had the Dolphins up in Cleveland, and you can only get it on DraftKings, but it's the first drive result for each team. So last week I took the Browns and the Dolphins for their first possession to each be a punt. And the weather was bad, the wind was bad, the bet cashed at plus 150. I'm going back to it this week. I think that the Patriots punt their first drive, and I think that the Browns punt their first drive. I looked at New England's first drives this season. 7 games, 3 of them have ended in a punt. So 7 games, their first drive has ended in a punt. They had a fumble in another one, and a field goal in another one, where that was their first drive, which kind of tells me with a field goal, y'all might have been almost ready to punt at some point in that drive. You might have converted like a crucial third down or something to get into some field goal.
3rd and 12 type shit.
Points. And then, I mean, you got a fumble too, which, I mean, you can't put too much stock in that, but how do we know? I don't know how that drive went, but it ended in a fumble, which means we don't know what down that was on, whatever. I didn't look at all that, but I'm just looking at a numbers game. And if you look at on the Cleveland side, the punt bet has cashed 3 in their 7 games. 3 in their 7 games. So this exact bet has cashed in 3 of 7 games where the Browns punt and their opponents punt. A couple other drives for the Browns, fumble, ended in a fumble, ended in a field goal. So I think this is going to be a lower scoring game, and I see punts on each team's first drive. You can get it on draft. Huh?
What odds did you get for this?
Plus 235.
What?
Plus 235 on DraftKings.
Damn, I ain't got DraftKings, but I know somebody who does.
Yeah, I like that play, man. Like I said, I made it last week and cashed. 3 out of the 7 games the Browns have played is cashed. So that's something that I'm definitely gonna be putting. I put a unit on it last week. I'm gonna probably put another unit on it this week at plus 235. So
I like that look. It's gonna be a low scoring game. A friend of mine texted me the under in this game. I don't have nothing in this game. I just looked at this game and I couldn't get to it, but yeah, when homie of mine this morning, I actually woke up to it and he told me to take this under. But I don't like betting under.
It get like last week. I think last week with the Browns, man, that total got to like 34, and I mean it ended up going over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it opened up at like 40 something. Thing about unders is, and that's why I'm just not really an under better. Like, you can't cash the game's over, but you can cash it over before the game's over.
Yeah. You don't sweat over too much.
No, like, and so to watch the game, if the game's not on TV, it's different. But to watch a TV game and be rooting for, like, don't score the fumble, interception, like, it's too much for my mental.
All right, bro. You got anything else on NFL?
Oh yeah. Jets and Bengals.
Okay, I don't got a banner for that, but what you got in that one?
Oh yeah, I got the I meant to send that to you. I'm probably tripping. I probably didn't. But I think they sent the Eagles instead. I got the over in the Jets and the Bengals, over 44.5. Minus, I can't read my writing. Minus 107 maybe. Crazy, I can't read my writing. Yeah, and I bet it. It was almost stacked. And the thing about it is, first of all, again, there's injuries on the Jet side. Sauce Gardner's not going to be playing. So I expect both of these Bengals wide receivers to go crazy. But more importantly than that, it's Jets team. They ain't got no wins. And they benched Justin Fields last week. And now they're going back to him. So we all know, like, being benched, like, that's a pride thing. And this Bengals defense, they're horrible. It's a low total, 44.5. And you got Joe Flacco back there. For those who don't know, Joe Flacco in Cincinnati now. Like his third or fourth week. He got his offense buzzing right now. And all he talk about is Chase, Jamar Chase. He called Jamar Chase sir. Like, he said Chase coming in. That's what he said in the interview. Like, he called him sir. He said Chase coming to the huddle like, And Flacco like 41. Like, what you doing calling this man sir? Like, you bugging. But
he old enough to be his dad, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you called him sir. Like, but it seemed like they have some type of connection. Like, last week, I think he had like 14 catches, 100-something yards, a touchdown. So, I don't know. You're making him look good. Maybe you make him feel young and go all over again. He's back in the division that he's been in almost all of his life. He used to be the quarterback a long time for the Ravens. Now he's in there back in the AFC North. Just busted up the Steelers last week. Love to see it. Love to see it. Living in Pittsburgh, that's like a birthday watching the Steelers get busted up. Man, I love that. I love that with everything in me. My family hates it, but that's another story. But even though I bet the Steelers tonight. But yeah, this total's way too low. Everybody's going to score. I like the first half, full game over 44.5. That's official play for the Jets and Bengals.
Cool. He said calling the little nigga sir is crazy. Hey,
seriously, what's they calling my son sir?
Oh man! All right, man. Let's hit some NBA. We got it's 9 games. I think we got opinions just from what I was looking at on your end and my end. We got opinions on 3 of them, so we'll hit them real quick. Nets and Spurs. Spurs laying 11.5 at home. Total sitting at 227.5. We got similar plays on this one. I feel like they're the same play, but I like yours a little bit more. I do like mine, but I like yours a little bit more, but I play mine. What you think on this one, bro?
Yeah, this is another one that didn't take me too much. Right now, Wemby is going crazy right now. I guess he was talking to some people. I didn't exactly see who, but he really was, like, in the off season. Like, he's a lot more aggressive. Like, I watched him the other day talking shit to Zion, like and banging on him, punching shit. This Spurs team buzzing right now. And this Nets team, they're not playing no defense. This Nets team and gave up $130 and both they $130 plus in both their first 2 games.
131 and 136.
Yeah, and then in the Spurs, they didn't score above 120 the last game and one something. Either way, they got more than 120 in both games for the Spurs. I didn't write that down. It was 120. I want to say 125 maybe. And I'm on the Spurs team total. I posted this on X early this morning. I'm on the Spurs team total over 119.5 and minus 110. Home opener in front of all the fans. When you're already buzzing, you're coming into a 2-0. Wemby going crazy. Playing his net team, they love giving up 130 points. They keep doing it. So I'm on the Spurs team total. This will be my best bet of the show. Spurs team total over 119.5 at minus 110. I got that at Fanatics.
Cool. Yep. I'm pretty much, it all correlates. I took the full game over 227.5, and I know me and you were talking about it, and I was going to tell you on the team total, because I'm like, man, will the Nets be able to contribute? You know, they did hold Dallas to 92, the other night. But then I looked at their schedule, and the Spurs have the Raptors tomorrow. And I think that if there's going to be a game that you're going to play defense in, is it going to be against the Nets, or is it going to be against Toronto coming in? It's got way more weapons. You know what I'm saying? So that part kind of pushed me to, like, maybe the Spurs don't play as hard on the defensive end tonight, because they got Toronto, who's a big team. They got Ingram, they got Barrett, they got Barnes and Podol. They got a big team, a big physical team that can rebound. That I don't know how many problems you're going to give Wemby right now, because he looked like a fucking video game. But Which game are you gonna choose to play defense in? Is it this one or is it tomorrow? And I tend to think that it's gonna be tomorrow. You get a better defensive effort from San Antonio. So I went full game over 227.5. Official. Not sure. I'm debating on it being my best bet because I got another couple plays, but I put that bet in this morning over 227.5. You got anything else on this one, bro?
No, I'd look at Wemby's points. I ain't bet it. It was something I would look at, but I like this play so much. I don't want to jeopardize it and Wemby get hooked. That's how much I like the Spurs team total over. So anyone looking for a prop, I would definitely look at Wemby.
And it could be, honestly, like with him having Toronto tomorrow, they might not want to push Wemby too much. It might be more of a team effort, today.
Well, my thing is, it's the home. If it wasn't the home opener, I would say it, but you would expect Wemby home opener. Like you gotta treat your fans to the home opener. You gotta get a fan something, and y'all buzzing. Like you got people already 2 games in talking about Wemby MVP. Like stop. It's 2 games. Dude's good, but let's not start talking MVP. He balling right now. It's 2 games.
Yeah.
Now,
2 games.
if we talking about Wemby in a month from now, okay. But 2 games,
All-Star break.
Yeah, but like 2 games, we talking MVP. When Luka didn't score 40 every time he touched the ball.
Every time.
Every time he touched the ball, give him 40.
All right, let's hit this next one. Bucks Cavs. Cavs home opener. They come in 6.5 point favorites. Total sitting at 235.5. Injury news for this game is that Giannis is a game time decision. I'm not sure if he's been a game time decision in the first 2 games of the year, but game time decision for this one. Cavs coming off of a couple road games to start the season. I know they're going to be playing without Garland. I know Hunter is a game time decision. But this is a bet that I've made already. I took the Cavs first half -3. If you this Bucks team, so I'm gonna get my feelings out the way. I don't like Miles Turner. I don't. I think he's a bozo. That I don't know. I used to be a fan, but after this finals run, just watching him disappear and disappear and disappear, then you leave, you go to the team that we done put out, a couple times. We done pretty much own Milwaukee, the last couple years. What he did was corny, so I got to get that out the way. But looking at the facts of both of these rosters, I just don't think the Bucks are good at all. I don't. They're talking about their depth. They're trying to hype this thing up. They don't got nobody on that team. There is nobody on that team that you can give the ball to and say, go get a bucket. You can't do it with Kuzma. He's washed. You can't do it with nobody else on this team besides Giannis. And they haven't had much defensive resistance these first couple games. I think they're going to get it here in Cleveland with Allen and Mobley. I want to see Hunter in there, but we can't. I don't like going back to last year to look at things, but I'm going to do it in this instance because the Cavs are pretty much bringing back the same team, and the Bucks aren't. I feel like the team that they got this year is worse than last year. So if you look at the Cavs, they swept the Bucks 1 in all 4 games last season. 2 of the games they had Lillard, and Lillard went crazy on them. He had like 40. They still lost. And if you look at the 2 games that the Bucks and Cavs played in Cleveland, the first half, Cleveland won by 18 and 13. And that was with Middleton. That was with, like I said, I feel like they were a better team last year than they are this year. So I think they're worse. And the Cavs are bringing back literally the same group. And this is their home opener. I like the Cavs first half -3. I like them first quarter too, because in those 2 games last year in Cleveland, even in the first quarter, they were, the Bucks were on an average, I think, of -5. So I just think Cleveland comes out first quarter, first half. I bet the first half -3 on Caesars, but love that play.
I don't have nothing. I tried to get there to nobody. Well, I wouldn't be on the Bucks, but I don't know. I can't get there yet, and I might get there with the Cavs somehow. I might get there with Mitchell, but I don't know. It's just this number is just. Why is this number so high? Like, first of all, like it just seemed like 6.5 just seemed like it's kind of high to me. So it's drawing a little hesitation, and when I keep digging, I can't. There's nothing I can convince myself to pull the trigger on. I like the Cavs. I like this Cavs team, but I like the Cavs team like the regular season. I've talked about it before. Like they're an excellent regular season team, and then get off the bus when the playoffs start. Right, it's what they do. Like, but this Bucks team, they're 2-0. So I wouldn't call them undefeated because it's only 2 games. They haven't played nobody. So I know they beat up on the Wizards. I can't remember who else they played, but the Wizards,
they beat the Raptors the other night too, which was impressive on the road.
That was impressive. But the Nets, not the Nets, the Wizards, you don't get no brownie points punching on the Wizards.
No.
That's what you're supposed to do. So, like, and then Giannis got all of his ancestors there, like all of his little brothers is there now. Like, they didn't find another one to come join the team. Like, what are you doing?
Daddy gonna probably be playing for him here in a minute.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? You just want your whole family playing? Like, and the other 2 suck. Like, what are you doing? So I can't take this.
They doing their best to try to keep him happy, man. They doing their best to try to keep him happy. And at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna work. I think he got one foot out the door and he just waiting for the rug to be pulled out and he can put the other foot out and say, man, trade me up out of here. This roster is just ass to me.
He gonna take all of his brothers with him.
I don't think that well, damn. Wherever you go, hopefully they don't need the brothers. Damn, he got the whole family.
Probably gonna be in his clause, kind of like Braun did with his son. Like, if I come in the Jay Money's voice, I can't do it like Jay did in his voice. If I come, my brother's got to come with me.
Shout out Jay Money, man. He got the perfect Giannis impression.
He do. He kills me with that. Shout out Jay Money. But yeah, like, I know Giannis gonna be like, if I come to your team, my brother's got to come with me.
We family. All right, man. Let's hit this last one. Blazers Clippers, man. I actually I hadn't looked at this one too much, but then the more I looked at it, I got to play on it. I haven't made it. I just might, but I know you got something on this one.
Yeah, I'm on the Blazers and Clippers over 227. And a couple of reasons that made me get there. I don't like this Clippers team, but I like them at home. Under this new arena they got, whatever they call it, the something Tundum, or I forget what it's called, how to say it. But this Clippers team, they just blew out the Suns coming off that first loss where they got blown out by the Jazz on the road. And this Blazers team, when you first looked at it, everyone talked about the Chauncey Billups thing, because we all know about that. But I seen the little interview, and I seen them in the locker room. They playing behind this little interim coach. Like, they dancing, they talking shit, they playing fast. And both games for both teams, in the first 2 games, both of them went over. And I don't know. I don't want to lay no points just because the Clippers blew out the Suns. And I don't remember where I mentioned that. I don't think it was on here, but. Clippers guys tell me they were laying. This ain't double digits, but you got to win Van Murray by double digits. I'm not laying no double digits with the Clippers. They got to show it to me, and they got to show it to me more than once. So, but I am on the over. I love this over. Like I said, every game the Clippers played went over. Every game the Blazers played went over. Even the first game against the Timberwolves. I think the Blazers is playing behind this interim coach, like, and on low key. I still think like they rocking with Chauncey. So like I don't think they're turning their back. I think they're saying like it's go time until Chauncey come back. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. He's not coming back.
You said you kind of had me high too. Like, man, this nigga finna come back next week, bro. Like,
I mean, I think they optimistic. Like he gonna come out of this. He not coming back. He shouldn't want to come back. Either. He should be embarrassed.
Here's the thing, man. The look that I have on this game, I like the Blazers plus 8.5. Um, like you said, you don't. I mean, you can't trust. I mean, this is almost a double-digit spread, and
Yeah, it
I
is.
think if we talking about the Blazers and we talking about specifically what Chauncey is allegedly done, right? He ain't been convicted of nothing yet. I
True. I
feel
should have
like
said
it would be
allegedly.
different. I feel like it would be different if he was betting on sports. You know what I mean? I feel like the vibes would be different, but he just was having he was just having doing some gambling and some shady stuff, playing poker. I don't know if it
That's
was
my
at his
thing.
house. Yeah, like just think about it real quick. I'm at my house, me and my friends playing poker for 100 something bucks, and I'm doing some little shady stuff in the background to get the money because I'm the house. I don't think
Right.
the FBI coming to my house over some $100 bets that me and my friends is putting up. But we talking about mafia. We talking about millions and millions of dollars allegedly that's in play here. So that's why the FBI gonna get involved because they want they cut. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because of Chauncey Billups. That's why.
yeah,
If his
they
name
got
was
had to get it. Yep.
his
So
name
I
was
just
Stash, they wouldn't have been involved.
nah, it means like regular us, man, whatever. But uh they said it best in that moving Training Day, man, when they busted old dude. You not busted him, but you remember when they went back to old dude house and basically robbed him, cut that money out from the floor, and it was like millions of dollars. Dr. Dre was
Mhm.
all with him and they went through his floor. Denzel said no taxation without representation or something like that. They
And
came and got they cut, and then they came and got they cut, and then killed them and left.
and that, you know what?
When you dealing with millions of dollars like that, man, the FBI want they cut, man, and I feel like that's exactly what's happening here. I feel like, just my opinion is low key a shakedown, and I think for the Blazers, they look at it, they know what it is, they know what time it is, and I think they playing for Chauncey, man. Like they had that attitude anyway. They were a cover machine last year. And me and you talked about it before the season started. We thought they were going to be a cover machine, and then this
Yeah.
happened. But now that
Yeah,
the
I don't
fact,
think it's gonna slow him down though.
I don't think it is. I thought it would have because I didn't know that it was for a poker game and all that. Man,
Right.
I think they're going to be more defiant, and I think they cover this
How
eight and a
about
half.
that? It's like you said, man. The man playing a little bit of poker. Okay, so he's cutting angles a little bit. At the end of the day, it's a poker game. Like, and I don't want to turn this into a script, but if it was like somebody like Kevin McHale used to play basketball, or Larry Bird, would they did this to him? Like, it's a poker game. Like, seems like everybody they targeted look like us.
Well, now here's the thing. The people that look like us are the ones in the news.
Right, but
Where the
so
mafia members at?
so we the only ones that playing poker.
Everybody was, but it's us.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So I
okay.
digress, man. I digress. I'm just saying, like we can't make these scripts up, y'all. This is what happens in real life. We just speak.
And like Calvin Ridley for football, I can't defend him. I can't defend Harry Rozier. Like, those are the ones that look like us. I can't defend. But Billups playing poker? Come on, man. Man playing a little bit of poker, man. Like, I can see if it was strip poker and women was coming out saying they've been, like, it's a little poker game.
Yeah.
FBI should be like, yo, man, cut me in or cut it out. I'm sure Chauncey would have cut it. You know what I mean? Like, here, man. Like,
The mafia do it. They
right. Give me a piece. Here. And if you counting cards and doing all this, you got it to go ahead and do that. Go ahead, give him a little chunk. Go ahead. But like I said, it's just poker, man. Like, don't do that to him about some poker. Not poker.
Nah.
Not poker.
Let's get some best bets, man. Let's do one NFL, one NBA. My NFL, Bills first quarter, -1.5. I think the Bills come out, start fast, and maybe cover against Carolina. I don't know. This stuff gets weird in the NFL, so I like the Bills to start fast. My NBA play, man, which one do I want? I'm just gonna do Spurs Nets over 227.5. I see points being scored. I think the Spurs defensive focus might be on Toronto tomorrow. I think they know that they can beat up on the Nets. They're gonna probably score 200 points on them. So they might cover the game total, man. Who
By
knows?
themselves.
But nah, man, I like that over in the NBA. So yeah, Bills first quarter minus a half actually, and Spurs Nets over 227. What you got, bro?
Basketball, that by far. Give me the San Antonio Spurs. It's on Twitter also. Team total over 119.5 at minus 110 at Fanatics. I don't know if I said a team. A little brain lapse real quick. San Antonio Spurs team total over 119.5 at minus 110. That'd be my best bet for NBA. And I was going back and forth while you was talking, but by far, give me the Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants over 44. Minus 107. I got that at points, up and down. Look for Eagles blowout. Not official for the best bet, but look at that Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown plus 163.
And in that game too, strong lean for me for the Eagles minus 1.5 in the first quarter, man. Shop around, see if you can find something. Just so you know, I had Bills first quarter minus 1.5 actually written down, and then I shopped a little bit and found a minus 0.5. So just make sure that you shop around. I just brought it up and saw 1.5, so just make sure you look. But that's a strong lean for me in that game too. You got anything else, bro, before we get up out of here?
No, that's it. Put y'all comments. Whenever y'all see the show after the show, go ahead and put your comments in. One of us will get. Probably both of us. We'll get back to y'all.
And we'll post these plays too. Our plays for the show. We'll post these in our YouTube. I'm just looking at the schedule tomorrow. Damn, it's loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games tomorrow. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I think it was going to be, that slate was going to be that big on a Monday, but 11 games tomorrow. So, in the NBA, and then we got Monday Night Football. So, more than likely, we'll be back tomorrow at our typical time, sometime late evening between 5 and 6. So, be on the lookout. Make sure you follow all four of us, me, Stacks, Can't Stop, GLB on Twitter. And until then, peace out. Enjoy your Sunday, and let's cash some tickets.
If you broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now and go try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.